everyone, how are you doing today? Today is Sunday. It's gonna be a fun day. I'm gonna do some cooking and I'm just gonna kind of share it with you. I'm going to make some green beans with bacon and onions and also some Swiss chard. So if you want to see me cooking on a fun day Sunday, please stay tuned. Green beans. I've already shucked them and cleaned them, so they're going to sit aside here in the bowl. And I grabbed an onion from the fridge. I'm not going to put a lot of onion in this because I don't want it really overpowered. So I'm just going to use what I had left over from the other day and go from there. I forgot my garbage bowl. I use the Richter Way garbage bowls. They're nice to just throw in your garbage. Alright, let me rinse this off. So how is everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's getting warm. It's a little cooler. It's 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. It's very sunny and beautiful. Yesterday was quite warm and sunny and stormy, but I'm hoping today is not quite as hot. I am cooking, so I don't really want a hot kitchen. Don't have air conditioning, as I've mentioned practically in my every video that I've made this summer. I am so spoiled. My last house I lived in, we at least had windows where we could, well, we have windows here. We have lots of windows, but they crank out. And there's none I can pull up and put a window air conditioner in. And the other house, that's what I used, and they worked quite well. And we were amongst a bunch of shade trees. So here, we're pretty much in the open. I do have trees in the yard, but they really don't cover the house. So, which is probably a good thing. I don't want them falling on the house. I tell you, get a bad storm up here and there goes the trees, there goes the power. I'm not being precise in how I'm dicing these up. I know the chefs out there saying, you're not doing it right. I know, but it's hard to cook and talk for me still. So I'm just going to have to chop them up, you know, best I can. I don't mind that they're uneven in sizes. I do cook this dish quite a bit. I don't like my green beans too crunchy. I like them so they're done. Alright, so we have onions. Now next, we have to get the bacon. So I'll grab that. All I have is maple flavor, but that's okay. It says use 2 strips in this recipe I'm following. Really don't need to follow a recipe. I know how to do it, but sometimes I pull them up on my iPad just to refer to. They have a different idea than I have. Put this back up the fridge because it's warm out. Let's chop up this bacon. Oh, I love bacon. Anyone out there are bacon lovers? I know there's probably some vegetarians and vegans. Sorry about that. This is not that kind of dish. I tried being vegetarian quite a few years ago when I was younger. I lasted 6 months. I was craving hamburger. A hamburger of all things. And what made me decide to go ahead and get off the vegetarian diet was we were at my sister's for Thanksgiving, and man, that turkey looked so good. I was crying because I couldn't eat none. I didn't eat any. I stuck to it then, but about a week later, I was driving around and I seen Halo Burger. That's a hamburger joint up here in Michigan. And I said, okay, I've got to stop and get one. I don't care. So I did. And I ate it really fast. And guess what I did? I drove back through the drive-thru and got a second one. I ate that one. Okay, that's back when I could eat a lot. Now I can't. I was a small girl back then and I packed in the food and I still stayed small. But I find the older I get, the less I need to eat and the harder it is to lose weight, so I control myself. Alright, we got the bacon chopped up. And I'll take you over to the stove and show you how I'm going to cook it. I got you over to the stove. I like this deep chicken fryer pan to use for this because it's going to be coming up here. Alright, now I'm going to grab the bacon and put it in skillet. Oh, let's turn the burner on, Janice. I'm going to just set kind of medium high right now. My burners are really run hot. See, it's already getting red hot, so I don't want to burn anything. So we're going to plop this bacon in and cook her up. Those who are doing keto out there, I am not. I just try to be conscientious and do like a low carb. But anyway, this is keto friendly. My son is coming to visit next week and my granddaughter. And I just couldn't be happier. I haven't seen them. Oh, see. When did I didn't see them last Christmas. I think I seen them the Christmas before. Isn't that awful? I haven't seen mine. Where's time go? They don't live that far away. It's a drive. It's probably a good six and a half hours from here. But you know, that wears me out. When I was younger, I could do it in big deal. You know, now when I do that, I'm wiped out for a day or two. I think just the stress of driving. But I've got to get down there and see the rest of the family. I do have another granddaughter who is expecting a little baby boy, so I'm going to be another great grandma. And then my grandson just graduated high school, and of course my lovely daughter-in-law. She's just busy. Can't seem to get away from work to come up. That's sad. I would love to see her too, of course. Alright, I'm just kind of cooking this up. And while I do this, I'm going to do the onions a little bit later because I want to drain some of the grease from this. So that's what I'm doing. While that is cooking, I'm going to grab my steamer and steam my green beans first. You bored yet? I hope not. This is a lot of fun. I love to cook on Sundays. Just a laid-back day. And I get into cooking. Baking, cooking. It seems to be therapeutic for me. Helps calm me down. I suffer from a lot of anxiety lately. And depression. So this makes me happy. Alright, that's getting done. So I turned on my water so it can start to boil. And I'm going to go grab my green beans. Okay. This is cooking up rather quickly, so I'm going to set it aside. I don't want to get too done. Just turn the burner way down. Okay, I've got a strainer. You can't see it. Okay. I got a strainer there, and here's my clean green beans. I like to put them in whole. I don't cut them in half. I just like them whole. So we're gonna pop that in here and get that to boil so they can start cooking. I have to grab a lid. I was looking for the lid to this steamer. I finally found it. It was in the dishwasher. I had to hand wash it. Okay, I went ahead and took out the bacon, got rid of the excess grease, just left a little in here for the onions. So now I'm going to saute the onions. Turn this back up a little bit. And also what I like to do is add some soy sauce to it, but I'll do that a little bit later on. I have to go grocery shopping. This will be gone really fast. I've been getting into Chinese cooking, and it's not as hard as it looks. It's fun. That's not what I'm doing today. This is just fresh green beans picked out of my sister's garden, and I want to cook them up so they don't spoil on me. That would be a shame. And I also have some Swiss chard came out of her garden. That's why I'm going to cook that up. So it just works out good. I mean, yummy. I love it. And I'm going to go over to a store here in town that specializes in really good meat and get a whole chicken. And I'm going to bake that to go with these dishes. I'm waiting for the greens to get steamed a little bit. I'm going to share the recipe I'm using. Oh, this is from Taste of Home. I like following that page. It's called Quick Green Beans with Bacon. I have a video on it, but I didn't watch it. And here's the ingredients. 4 strips of bacon. Whoops, I only put 2. That's alright. That's not a big batch. 1/2 cup of chopped onions. I probably put about 1/4 cup. I kind of halved this recipe, didn't I? And it still needs salt and pepper. Okay, it says in large skillet, cook bacon and onion over medium heat until bacon is crisp and onion is tender, which I did. So I guess they are doing it like me. Meanwhile, place beans in a large saucepan covered with water, bring to boil. Cook uncovered for 8 to 10 minutes or until crisp, and then you drain them. And then you add the bacon mixture and onion. Okay. I am doing it like them. Didn't realize. My mom used to cook this all the time. I loved it. My sister doesn't. She likes her beans just cooked, and then she puts the salt and pepper and butter, which I love that too. But my husband really likes this, so I'm going to surprise him when he gets home from work, because I don't cook every day. Just get busy. I do enjoy cooking. It says uncovered, but I'm more or less steaming mine. I need mine covered. So, you know, cooking is, you can follow recipes, and they're more like a guideline. You can add different things. This should be okay. Just experiment. But when you bake, it's an exact science. So that instance, you would follow the recipe word for word. But that's why I like cooking, because I can just play around and try many different things. Well, it's steamy, so it should just be a few more minutes. So while this is boiling, I'm going to add some salt. I kind of guesstimate that. That was probably a good 1/2 teaspoon to teaspoon. I salt to taste, and I'm not shy with the salt because that brings out the flavor. As long as you don't have any health issues. If you do, you can always use lemon pepper, which I have here in the cupboard, and I can still use it. I like this stuff. It's really good. We're just gonna put a dash of that in it. Let the steam out. Okay, it's a dash. I don't measure this stuff. I don't measure too much when I'm cooking, just when I bake. And we have pepper somewhere here. I think it's over here in this little thing. I found it. I'm going to use the peppercorn medley grinder by McCormick. I can take this off. I like my pepper a little coarse. So go ahead and put. I love lots of pepper. Love pepper. Oh, that's good. And I'm going to see how these are doing. I have to get my tongs. Can't find my new tongs. Every time I want to look for something, it's like the grew legs. But I'll use these. They work the same. Okay, it's getting done. Alrighty. Alright, I'm not going to really cook these too much because dinner's not till quite a bit later. I'm more or less prepping this. Well, I'm not more or less. I am prepping this so I can have it later. So these are done enough. Turn off the burner and go to the sink and drain them. I'm going to dump these in here. And just kind of saute them. Stir them around. Got this on actually simmer. And like I said, I don't want to cook them too much yet. But I do like them done. So I don't want them soggy. I'm going to throw some, yeah, it's open, soy sauce in it. If you like, you can use Worcestershire sauce. This particular recipe on the website doesn't call for this, but it's just something my mom always did. So that's why I'm doing it. I like the flavor of soy sauce. And you can also put butter in it. I will do that later before I serve it. Just give it a little bit of richness. Alright. I'm going to turn the burner off and put my cover on and set it in the back of the burners. That's for later on. Okay, now I'm going to show you when we do this Swiss chard. And wash this and took the ends off. And now I'm going to just chop it up. I just cut off the, well, they're not really bad. They're just, I don't know. They're not bad, but I don't want to eat them. They're not pretty. What I have here is the rainbow Swiss chard. So, for those who don't think they would like this, just give it a try. It's really yummy. Very much like spinach, but I think it's better. My grandma grew this in her garden when I was younger, and we had it all the time during the summer. And they say people aren't eating as healthy anymore, that some of these vegetables are getting lost by the wayside, and they're very, very healthy, full of nutrients and vitamins. So I'm going to show you how to make it really good, just in case you think you don't like it. And what I'm doing now is just going to chop it up. You chop up the stems and the leaves. You're going to use every part of this vegetable. Nothing is unedible. It's all edible. I like to make fine shreds just so it's easier to eat. There's a little leaf that's kind of got some discoloration. I'll throw that in the garbage bowl. It's edible, but I want it to be pretty, like a, you know. I just like things to be beautiful, even my food. More appetizing. But, and Swiss chard isn't expensive. You can buy that at the grocery store in their produce section. It's very reasonable. And you probably think, if you're not familiar with this vegetable, that wow, that's a lot of Swiss chard. How can two people eat that? Well, when you cook it, it cooks way down. You'd be surprised how small this is going to get. Okay, I've got it chopped up. Now to give you a little lesson on Swiss chard, I looked it up here. I forget things, so I like to look it up. And these ads, oh my goodness. I got it here on my iPad. Alright. This is easy Swiss chard. That's what I'm kind of following with. You just cook it in a little bit of olive oil and garlic and crushed red pepper. Simple. Looking for a new easy way to get more greens in your diet? Try the simple sauteed Swiss chard recipe. In the spectrum of greens, Swiss chard lies between spinach and kale. Not as tender as spinach, but not as tough as kale. But like spinach, you can easily saute it in some olive oil in just a few minutes, which is what I usually do. The stems can be tough. You can either remove them or discard. You can remove them and discard them, or boil and toss with butter. If some of the stems are tender, just saute them first before adding the leaves. I I never had a problem with the stems being tough. By the way, not only is Swiss chard packed with vitamins, vitamin K, A, and C, it also is anti-inflammatory and helps the body manage blood sugar. See how healthy this is? It's the same family as beets, spinach, and quinoa. Even more reason to eat chard. Alright, this is what I was explaining to earlier, that a lot of people today forget about these healthy greens and you still need them in your diet. So, I hope you like that little lesson. I'm over to the stove now. I'm just going to use the pan that I used for the green beans. I just rinsed it out. No need to really wash it. It's just green beans in it. This is my olive oil. I had a bottle, but I lost the top. So I put it in a ball canning jar. These come in handy, these canning jars. And I just bring some out. It'll help if I turn the burner. I keep forgetting to turn the burners on. Again, I'm gonna put that on medium. Just a little more. Olive oil is good for you. That was probably a little over a tablespoon. You know, like a teaspoon and a half, roughly. There's that. I go get the Swiss chard. And what I like to do is just try to grab the stems first, so they're on the bottom, so they do get nice and tender. Seems to work out better that way. After I get done doing this video, I'm going to, I think I told you, run out to the store and get me my chicken. I'm not going to show you how I do the chicken. I'm just showing you how to do these vegetables. They're just my favorite way of doing them. And of course, encourage you to try Swiss chard if you haven't. And of course, this is keto friendly. Swiss chard. Yes, it is, because they can have these type of greens. So, olive oil, that's definitely keto friendly. And this seasoning. This, like I said, I'm not trying to show you keto cooking. I'm just showing you who eat keto that this is really good for you. I was on the keto diet for a little while. I lost about 13 pounds. But it didn't feel very good, and I guess that's part of the diet. And I didn't like omitting so many things that I loved. I am a sugar-aholic. I really missed my candy. So I went off it. I just try to watch my carbs and really limit my candy. I like the hard candies. I'm not crazy about chocolate. Care less about it. Or candy bars. Very rare that I would eat that. Alright, I'm going to let this simmer. Put the lid on it. And we'll be right back. Okay, I just added some garlic powder, pepper, lemon pepper, and salt. I forgot to I just put a splash of water in it just so it doesn't burn on the burner. But look how it cooks down. Can you see in there? I hope you can. This was heaping, so it really cooks down. So I'm gonna let this simmer. So I will be back. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up this video now. The beans are finished, and so is the Swiss chard. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate it and tell you how it tastes. Okay, I put some green beans with bacon onion right here, and the Swiss chard is here. I just put a little bit on because this is just, I ate a half a sandwich just now, so this is finishing up my lunch. The rest of that is going to be for tonight's dinner. So let's give it a taste. First, I'm going to taste the Swiss chard. I was going to tell you too, I did put butter on it. You also can put a little vinegar on it. That's the way I really love it. But I'm going to try it with just butter this time. Mmm. Oh my gosh. It is so good. Mm-mm-mm. You guys have to make this. You really do. It's so easy. I'm not sure. Okay, the little stems are a little chewier, but they're not tough or anything. But I like it that way. Now, let's try the beans. I hope these turned out good. They look good. Mm. Getting it on my mouth. Mm. Oh my gosh. Just as I remember it. So good. This is how my mom used to make it, and it brings back memories. So, I'm going to finish this up and say goodbye. Let me swallow this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought I'd try something a little different. So, this is my Sunday Funday video. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, okay? So you know you never know what I'm going to put up here on my channel. I'm going to mix it up. Also, like this video. And if you don't like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Then I kind of know, well, yeah, I don't like the cooking stuff. I'm not, okay? What else? Notification bell. Oh, yes, most important thing. Comment. And share this video. You never know who will like it. I'm trying to build my subscribers. Alright, everyone. You have a wonderful, beautiful Sunday, if it's Sunday there. If not, have a wonderful day. We'll see y'all later. Bye.